15 books every entrepreneur must read. Hey hustlers, welcome to the Forever Hustle YouTube channel, the channel for all your entrepreneurial, motivational and educational needs. In today's video we'll be looking at 15 books every entrepreneur must read. Make sure you watch the video to the very end, as number one is the book that every successful entrepreneur recommends to all newcomers. It will literally change your life. Number 15, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. The Art of War is an ancient Chinese book dating back to the spring and autumn period of the 5th century BC. It's a guide on how to engage in conflict and be successful in battle. Written more than 2,000 years ago, Sun Tzu, a Chinese warrior and philosopher, gives us details on the nature of competition and the psychology of leadership and ways to approach both. Even as his teachings are more on the side of actual military conflict, the principles are very useful in all areas of conflicts and competition. And as you know, business is a competition. Number 14, Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. In the book Shoe Dog, Phil Knight recalls his struggles, victories and the lessons he learned from building Nike from a small startup to a billion-dollar empire. He explains how he started by importing Japanese shoes from the company Onitsuka and how he cut ties with them to create his own company, Nike. He tells the stories of his own personal philosophies on life and encourages us all to seek and follow a calling, even if we don't know what that means yet. Number 13, Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. Ego is the Enemy is sectioned into 3 parts: aspire, success and failure. The purpose of this book is to help you keep your ego at bay before bad habits take hold. Ryan Holiday teaches you how to put humility, discipline and fortitude in place of temptations of ego, so that you will not be ruined by failure when fate turns against you. In the book, the writer carefully explains the destructive properties of ego using historical figures, both successful and unsuccessful. So not only are you able to see what you can become if you keep your ego in check, but also see what you'll become if you don't. Number 12, PsychoCybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. PsychoCybernetics paints a picture of how the mind works as a goal-striving mechanism. The book draws insight from machine principles in relation to self-image psychology. It teaches you how to improve your own self-image and achieve your goals. In PsychoCybernetics, you'll learn the role of self-image in the accomplishment of goals, how to tap the automatic success mechanism within you, how to harness your own control mechanism, and how to keep the psychocybernetic mechanism working within and for you. Number 11, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. In this book, Robert Greene filters 3,000 years of history into just 48 laws to help us understand how we can expertly get power and avoid being manipulated or trampled on by others. He fully explains the concept of power, how power is neither good nor evil, but what's good or evil is how you choose to use the power once you have it. He encourages us to think of power play as a game. This book is extremely helpful if you want to learn about the power in general or study and reflect on the ideas you need to truly understand people and the world we live in. Number 10, Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman explains 2 modes of thought. System 1, fast, instinctive and emotional. System 2, slower, more deliberate and more logical. It weighs emotional thought to logical thought and will literally change the way you think. If you're interested in psychology and the processes of thought, this book is really great. Number 9, Think and You'll Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow by Napoleon Hill showcases the psychological power of thought in the process of furthering one's career, both for monetary and personal satisfaction. The book, which was published in 1937, is an all-time self-help classic and a must-read for investors and entrepreneurs. Despite what its title might suggest, it is not about how to increase your income and become rich. However, with the author's philosophy, this book can help just about anyone succeed in their professional life, achieve their aspirations and attract success in their life. Been interesting, hasn't it? Just wait till you see number 1. Number 8, Resisting Happiness by Matthew Kelly. Great philosophers have been exploring the question of happiness for many years, taking a look at the theory aspect of it all. But Resisting Happiness is not a book of theory. It is a personal, disarmingly straightforward look at why we sabotage our own happiness and what to do about it. Do you feel that life lacks meaning or purpose? Do you find yourself avoiding the real issues in life and focusing on the superficial? In this book, Matthew Kelly helps us understand why we feel these things and how to rise above them. Number 7, Who Moved My Cheese? By Spencer Johnson. Who Moved the Cheese is a short parable on the different ways we respond to the changes in our lives and how doing so skillfully can help us find more success and happiness in our lives. It follows both the physical and emotional journeys of our 4 characters, Sniff, Scurry, Hem and Haw, as they search, find, lose and must rediscover their favourite food, cheese, in a large twisting maze. This book is perfect for you if you're just going through a difficult time in your life. If you know someone who's stuck in an unpleasant situation and is stagnant, and if you're looking for an elevating book to gobble in just a few hours, you should definitely read this book. Number 6. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari is a fable about fulfilling your dreams and reaching your destiny. It contains a step-by-step approach in living with greater courage, balance, abundance and joy. This book tells the story of Julian Mantle, a lawyer who was forced to confront the spiritual crisis of his unbalanced life and the ensuing wisdom he gets on a life-changing odyssey that helps him to create a life of passion, purpose and peace. If you're a fan of self-help books, you are definitely going to love this one. Number 5. The Richest Man in Babylon by George Samuel Classon. The Richest Man in Babylon is a must-read if you want to know the essential truth to wealth creation. It first appeared as a financial management pamphlet and was later compiled into a book. The book is well known for its undying principles on wealth creation. It tells a story set in Babylon during ancient times of a young man who asks a rich man to mentor him. The rich man teaches him the rules to wealth, scolds him when he makes mistakes, and by following the wisdom of the rich man, the young man eventually gets rich himself. Number 4. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Mark Manson argues that social media and the consumer culture has us chasing the wrong things instead of happiness and a meaningful life. That we care about too many things that do not matter and do not make us happy in the long run. The author says that the key to a happy, meaningful life is to give a fuck about less and focus only on what is valuable and important to us. In all, this book helps us simplify what is important and what is not. Number 3. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself is a self-help book that centres on closing off negativity and using meditation to cause positive change. No doubt our lives have been plagued by some bad habits ever since we were children, but this book is the best to help us break them. Also, you should brace yourself for some neurobiology and quantum physics, as many of the references in this book are scientific concepts from different fields. Number 2. Attitude is Everything by Jeff Keller. Attitude is Everything by Jeff Keller is divided into 3 sections, and each part is a number of lessons. No matter how positive or negative you are, this book will definitely help you. The concepts in this book are enough to help you build and maintain a positive attitude. Number 1. The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. As they always say, save the best for last. The Secret is a self-help book about the power of positive thinking. The book is centred on a pseudonym theory called the law of attraction, the principle that like attracts like, hence the importance of positive thinking. She says that there are no accidents and bad luck. Instead, our lives now are the reflections of our past thoughts. According to Rhonda, the mind is a magnet emitting and receiving frequencies to and from the universe. In this fashion, your mind can bring you anything you desire, anything at all, as long as you have the secret to hacking it. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, then give us a thumbs up down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification so you get notified when we upload a new video. If you enjoyed this video, then you'll definitely enjoy the 2 videos on screen right, so make sure to check those out. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time hustlers, stay hustling.